Well, I'm out here today trying my new Somewear Global Hotspot right here. It's really small. It's the first time for me to test it out, so I got to start the tracking on it and send some messages and see how it works. On my right shoulder is my Garmin inReach Mini, which is my go-to satellite messenger, but we're going to see how well this Somewear Global Hotspot does. It looks like it's a little bit bigger, but it's really the same size, same weight. With the antenna sticking up on the Garmin inReach Mini, it's about the same size. So we're gonna try it out today. I'll let you know how it goes. Somewear Global Hotspot with me right here. We're up at Timberline Lake, and I've been trying this out. Some things work on the Somewear Global Hotspot. I can see my track, and I can send some messages. So there's a few things I still need to work out. I don't have it all figured out yet, but it's working pretty good. The map's pretty good. I like the Garmin map a little bit better, but yeah, so far it's actually doing good. I'm happy with it. If it's the only one I had, it would do the job. I've sent a couple messages though, so they work. Sent a message to a Garmin and to my daughter, who has cell phone service back in Denver. But so far so good. That's one of the tests I want to do, is to see how they connect to each other. I'm going to send it to my Spot X, and let's see if that one goes through. The nice thing about the Spot X is it has a unique US cell phone number, and so this may actually go through because of that. So let's try that now. So I hit that plus, and I go back to my name here, and I've got it listed as pager. So I'm going to say test from Somewear to Spot X, and you hit send, and let's see if this works. So I've sent 3 messages so far. One was to my work cell phone, and that worked just fine. I sent a message from the Somewear Global Hotspot, again, which is this, to my Garmin inReach Mini. Still have not seen if it's received a message on that. And now I just sent one to my Spot X. So I see a message, number 1, that has come up on my Spot X. The Spot X here, the message shows up at the top, and you arrow around for your messages or tracking. The tracking isn't quite as good on the Spot X because you don't have a map, so it just gives you direction, distance. So let's take a look at the messages and see if it did come through. So here it is, test from Somewear to Spot X. So I did get it. So I'm going to click on it, and I'm going to send a message back. And of course on the Spot X, you can't sync to your phone. So what I'll do is I'll create the message here. So I hit that icon in the bottom right hand corner. Here's the message. So I have to use the keyboard now. So I'm just going to put in received message. See, it took 3 minutes or so. And that may be a long time for you, but when you're in the mountains and you don't have any way of communicating, 3 minutes, 2, 3, 4 minutes, it doesn't matter. But you can still message people. So receive message, and I'm done with that. So let's send it. I arrow down here, and I'm hitting that up arrow to send it. So it's showing an arrow going up. So in just a minute, we should see a message come through on this one. I'm going to wait here just 1 second, because when the message was sent, well, there it is right there. It's very quick. It was that wasn't even 30 seconds. So I sent it to the Spot X. It says receive message. So that one works really well. It worked really quick. So let's check out the EarthMate app here, which is connected to my Garmin inReach Mini, and let's see what the message is. I heard a beep that would indicate that it had received the message, but I'm actually not seeing it. Yeah, it has not received the message on the Garmin inReach Mini. So from right now, from the Somewear to the Garmin, it's not working. And so that means I'm going to follow up with another test to make sure that's working. It's nice that it's working with the Spot X, but it's not working with the Garmin. And right now the Garmin inReach Mini, which is what I carry, and the Garmin Explorer Plus is what my son carries, and my daughter's going to be carrying. I'm going to be buying one for her also. But that's what we use as the Garmin product. If we had somebody else in our group that was using the Somewear Global Hotspot right now, we couldn't communicate with them because we primarily use the Garmin's at this moment. So this is going to take some more work to test and see what works. Because it's really important when we're out hiking, and sometimes you get separated mostly on purpose because somebody wants to go look at a waterfall or something. Somebody wants to stay at camp, or somebody wants to go up to hike to a mountaintop. And we want to have the ability to communicate, or sometimes we might even get separated on the trail. And so somebody might find a great shot for a video or a photo or a campsite or for lunch. And so we always want to be able to communicate. And if somebody gets hurt, of course, we want to be able to communicate and find them quickly and get help to them. So that's going to take some more testing with the Garmin and the Somewear Global Hotspot. But so far today, everything's working really well. So lastly, I just want to go back over this. So the messages had some success. It does work, but not with the Garmin yet at this point. You can also check the weather and get the weather for when, wherever you're at. But then you can do the tracking, which I showed you, and that's successful, working well. And of course, there's settings for different things that you can do. But basically, the three things: the messaging, the weather, and the tracking. It's a really nice device. So you could see this is a really big phone. This other phone here is smaller, more normal size, but the Somewear Global Hotspot is not a real big device. It's real lightweight. It's easy to carry on your pack. I always put it here, so actually it's always facing the sky because this is actually the top of my shoulder. And it's simple, not super complicated, but it really does the job well. And so I'm going to test it some more on the trail, and I'm going to test it some more with my Garmin InReach Mini and my Garmin InReach Explorer. See if I can get the messages to work between those two. So today I came out here to the Dawson's Butte Ranch Open Space Trail. I was comparing the Somewear Global Hotspot, which is right here, to the Garmin InReach Mini and my Spot X. Now here's my phone. Actually, it's a work phone. It's not the largest iPhone. I'm not really comparing the devices today. What I was working on was looking at the tracking and also the messaging between devices. So I was successful in the messaging between the Somewear Global Hotspot and the Spot X. That worked really well. I think one of the reasons it works well, that's Ranger, by the way. He's my little hiking buddy. But the reason the Somewear Global Hotspot, I think, works well with the Spot X is because the Spot X right here has the unique US cell phone number. And so that in itself might be the reason that it's makes the messaging better or easier between the two. When I'm out on the trail and I can message between these two, the Garmin InReach Mini and the Spot X, also the Garmin InReach Explorer. And of course, I can message between the Garmin products. We always want to be able to communicate with other people on our team. So that's why I want to always test this and see how it works. And I'm not on a hike today because I just came out to a trailhead to do the video. But we will be doing more tests with this to see how they message when we're out on a trail for real. I always test these devices in all kinds of conditions to just see how they function, how they work, and how reliable are they. So today was a complete success, pretty much with the Somewear Global Hotspot. It does work well. It does message well. It does do the tracking. My only issue right now is the messaging between the Somewear Global Hotspot and the Garmin products. So more tests coming up on that one. Thanks for joining me at hikingemergencybeacon.com. And as I looked at another satellite messenger, the Somewear Global Hotspot. Great device.